to be so serious. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. It is Inspiring Professionals Day, which is our technical session that we do once a month here at Intelligent IN. And very excited to have with me truly a very dear person in my path, my journey. She and I have worked together for a very long time, her entire career, I think, actually. And I adore her as a human being. She is one of our innovator educators. Her name is Sarai Gilmore. She is also a salon owner. Now, is it 12 years?
Yes.
12 years. Salon owner of Salon on 6th up in Wisconsin, southeastern Wisconsin. And Sarai is here with her model, beautiful model, Roma. And we are focused on doing back to school styling because when Sarai and I were talking, you know, all people who are going back to school, whether you're in middle school, whether you're high school, whether you're college, or even just like back to school, the family's going back, parents, you've got all your meetings all of a sudden kind of go into high gear. And we want to look beautiful from one stage to the next. We also want our hair to be easy. For me, like today, I just blow it back into a pompadour and I don't really pay attention to it much. However, you friends out there who have longer hair, you have a lot more to manage on your head than I do. So Sarai, being the expert that she is going to help us with that. So welcome, Sarai and Romy. I'm very grateful to have you here with us. Thanks for sharing your day. Romy, did we steal you away from school today?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I love that rule breaking. I'm all about that. Okay, so maybe you don't want to tell any of your teachers or anything like that.
Yeah, they don't know. They think I'm just sick right now.
Oh, nice. Even better. I'm all for that. Like, I'm so for that. Okay, so Sarai, tell us a little bit about Roma's hair and what you're going to be doing today, because I know you're showing us a few different things.
Perfect. So Roma has gorgeous hair. It's tied up right now because I went through this morning and shampooed her and conditioner with the I-Nspiring, and then prepped her with the primer and the leave-in, and then the Amplify blowout cream, and gave her a really nice blowout.
Okay.
Which, like, we received, like a lot and everything. But now what I wanted to show you is, first off, the versatility of one of my favorite products, the Amplify Style Restyler Spray. So I'm going to spray that around her hairline and around the back. And I'm going to take a Mason Pearson or like a boar bristle brush and just do a directional blow dry backwards. And that to kind of get all those like little flyaways that we get around our hairline. And that she has beautiful textured hair. So she does have a tendency to get a little bit of those curls by her face. So in the first look I'm going to show you is kind of like a simple way to fancy up your ponytail.
Okay.
We're already like in hurries and everything to do ponytails. So this is just one little quick added second to kind of give you a little bit more like Shazam for your ponytail with it.
Nice. Before you start, I want to back up a little bit. So you, a couple of things you said. Roma has textured hair. Tell me about that texture first because I want to talk about the products you prepped her with. So tell me about the texture in her hair. What's it like?
Definitely. So she is like medium texture and everything, like medium density, and that not too thick that it's unbearable, but enough to have it. And she has a really nice wave that she can actually promote. We blew it out for today and everything to do it. But it's really nice, easy to blow out on top of it.
And you chose the I-Nspiring shampoo and conditioner family because why?
Just for the balancing aspects of it and everything. She really isn't into like a lot of coloring and chemical treatments and everything and blow drying a lot. So I'm really not there. I kind of hit that with the primer and the Fortify leave-in and everything that we're going to protect the hair that we're going to be blow drying.
Got it.
And that, but the I-Nspiring just to have that nice balance.
So the the Fortify Hair Leave-In Treatment, it was a leave-in conditioner that you did for her hair, and then the Good Hair Guardian Thermal Primer for protecting against the heat styling that you did and are going to continue to do. So Roma, while you're there hanging out, can I ask you a question about how do you style your hair? Is this going to be what Sarai's doing on your hair? Is this how do you style your hair normally, I guess, when you're running around from class to class?
Usually I just like put water on it and just let it curl up, and then that's all I do.
Okay, so you're really low maintenance, and we are adding some extra steps into that process for you. How confident do you feel that once Sarai is done with your hair, that you will try some of what she's done on?
It depends on how easy it is.
Okay, good. Well, and that's what I asked Sarai to do, and it's certainly what she thought about was, how can we make back to school styling easy? Because studying in school is stressful and takes time, and we don't want to think about that. So, all right. So Sarai, you said you're doing the whole front section and you're using the Amplify Hairstyle Restyler. And tell me again, why did you choose that for the blow up part of that section? Why do you like using it, I guess?
I love it for the fact that it does give you that like rejuvenation for second day hair.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me a little bit of hold, so it's going to support my direction of a blow dry to keep all the hair back because, like I said, we're going to bring it into a ponytail. So I want all this hair to be nice and smooth and have that little bit of like grip to it in that direction all the way back and then up on the bottom.
Cool. All right. So anything else you're going to use in that style? Because I think you're probably going to start blow drying and you'll go on mute for a moment or two. And then I'm going to share some product knowledge.
Yep. So I'm just going to spray it with this and use my Mason Pearson and my blow dryer and everything just with it.
Okay, cool. So I'll let you go on mute. I'll talk to our friends out here about some products while she's doing that. So I'll keep an eye on her. When she's ready to come back off mute, we'll do the same. Before I speak to what I'm going to be my focus of product knowledge, I just want to review a little bit again what Sarai was using. The I-Nspiring shampoo and conditioner family is for really all hair types. You could specifically, if you wanted to, target it for your normal to oilier hair types. It's a beautiful, invigorating aroma that uses in its essential oil aroma is spearmint and rosemary and cardamom and eucalyptus, and it's super refreshing, very cooling on the scalp, very invigorating. Excellent choice for any individual's hair who's just on the go and really isn't doing any excessive heat work or processing on the hair. So it's perfect for Roma's hair. And then Sarai's choice to use the Fortify Hair Leave-In Treatment to give her the strength and conditioning that she needs while Sarai's doing heat styling on it. And then to, on top of that, add the thermal Good Hair Guardian Thermal Primer, really adds another superior layer of protection of heat up to 400 degrees using our chia seed complex. So just to give you a little recap of that, what I am here to talk to you today about, and I've been talking about the last few weeks when you see me come on, is I'm going to hold this up in the best way I know how so you can see it, our Liquid Green Revival Eye Whip. It is amazing. I am obsessed. A little pun on words there. The Liquid Green Revival Eye Whip is the best thing since sliced bread came onto the market 1,000 years ago because as this eye cream, it is truly, I'm going to open this up. It is a whipped product. So it is the most unique texture I've ever experienced in a product in general. And it is, it's a whipped oil. And it is in our Liquid Green family. So first off, you're going to be getting the beautiful 99% certified organic essential oil aroma that has the blue tansy in it, which is incredibly anti-inflammatory. Also experiencing cooling lavender. You're also going to get beautiful Everlasting, which is helichrysum, which is super calming to the skin. Cistus and cistus, which is rock rose, another hydrating essential oil. So you have this beautiful blend, and it's also the blue tansy in that aroma blend gives it its green color, or it's in this case, it's a very pale green, but it gives it the green that you see in our liquid green face oil. It's what you see in our liquid green body oil. And so with the eye whip, for anyone who, it's for anybody, but I'll also add to it for anyone who's experiencing maybe extra dehydration under the eyes, or tired eyes, or puffiness, really looking for or experiencing fine lines. Highly recommend this. What you're going to get in it are a few key ingredients that are creating this stellar delivery of making your fine lines, the appearance of your fine lines, completely softened, reducing any puffiness. So you have poppy seeds, which is in there to improve circulation. Remember, the skin on your eye area is the thinnest, so it's the last place to get moisture. It's the last place to get blood circulation to it. So poppy seed is increasing that circulation so that we can get some blood flow up there, which then helps reducing the appearance of your dark circles and everything. Marine lavender is the star ingredient that really is focused on inhibiting your skin from contracting. So what happens when you have a fine line is your skin contracts. That's what gives it that kind of V. So, or that dip in your skin. So the marine lavender is prohibiting that from happening. So that is what's helping to soften all of your fine lines. And then buckwheat wax is giving you your beautiful omega-rich fatty acids to give you extra hydration. So when you're using this, you want to use, like, no joke, like half a sunflower seed. Hate to break it down this small, but it glides so well. It heats up on the skin because it's the heat of your finger. Once you set it on the skin, it's a whipped oil. So it just melts in place and you just gently move it around. Highly recommend wearing it morning and evening. You can absolutely, if you have really dehydrated eye skin around the eye area, absolutely layer it with our regenerative eye gel. I dig it, love it, have been using it, had my tiny little lab sample, been using it for the last 6 months, and I am not going to be without it ever again. So I'm super excited. And it is available to you now. It launched on my birthday a few weeks ago, and you need to get it. So, Sarai, can you come off mute and tell us what you've done with Miss Roma's hair? Her hair is beautiful. Well, she's beautiful. Her hair is beautiful. So what'd you do?
So I went through, and like I said,
Sarai, hold on one sec. Will you turn the volume back up? Something happened. It went back down. Just so we can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Slightly better.
Okay. So I just went through with the Amplify Restyler spray, like right around, and all I did was basically direct like the airflow and the brush back to give me a little bit smoother and everything, hairline, and then also in the back. So then right now, all I'm doing is creating my first ponytail.
Her hair is so shiny.
It is. And like, I don't do anything. Like, that's all her.
Well, yeah. And the products that and that our product imparts a lot of shine as well. I'll say that.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So she's got a lot of hair.
Yeah, she does.
Wow.
And so usually, like, if you put, like putting a ponytail in the back, you're either like down here and it's kind of dragging, or if you like put it like way up on top of your head and everything, but you don't get that real nice like whole like flow through.
Got it.
So by doing this, what I show you, you're gonna get this really nice like perfected ponytail to it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna section the hair in half. Okay. So I'm going from behind her ear to the top of her head.
Okay. Got it.
On both sides.
Got it.
And making my first ponytail.
Okay.
Super simple.
Roma, have you ever thought about cutting your hair off like mine?
No, not that short.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to. It takes a brave soul to wear their hair as short as mine. You have a beautiful head of hair. You have a lot of beautiful hair in there, so I'm okay with you keeping it at that length. Not that I have any say in it, truly. Okay.
So with this first ponytail, I put that in.
Okay. Is it tight? Is it tight?
No,
Like if you
it's
turn her?
loose.
Okay, got it. Great.
Because what I want to do at this point and everything, because she does have that center part.
Yep.
Nice and easy. And if I push the hair a little forward, it shows me.
Yep.
And I'm going to take the ponytail
Uh-huh.
and I'm actually going to push it up through that center part.
Oh, cool. Oh, that is so cool, Sarai.
So then, and if you have any pieces kind of hanging out or getting stuck, if you just take your tail comb or a pencil, anything like that, it kind of works.
Right, because remember, we're doing this at home, so I would be absolutely using a pencil.
Yep, just need like a little piece and everything to do it.
Okay.
But now I'm going to push this to the side. So that's going to be my front. I'm going to keep that all forward. So now I want to do my bottom ponytail.
Got it.
And when you do your bottom ponytail, one trick you can always remember that's super easy. If you actually tilt your head back a little bit, tilt your head back when you bring all this hair up, it helps alleviate that bump you always get in the back there.
Got it. Yep.
So it gets it really nice and tight.
I can tell you that like 35 years ago, I knew what that felt like when my hair was long, but it's been quite some time.
So I'm going to make the other ponytail right underneath
Okay.
the top one that I did.
I'm going to ask a very silly question. It's just because, you know, I'm sure everybody who's watching this knows this. It's just been a while, like I said, since I've done a ponytail. The hairbands that you're using, are they like a fabric coated hairband?
The actual hairbands that they're snake flea hair elastic by Blacks.
Mm-hmm.
So they're actually like a plastic, but they're not.
They're not like they're not the old.
They're not going to pull.
Yeah,
in fact, I've used these like 4 times on her today, like playing with before, and they came right out. Did they ever hurt you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And everything.
I was just curious,
Sure. There's a ton out there. The only thing I guess you can keep in mind is the bigger the band you use on here, you might see it.
Sure.
But I'm trying not to see any of it, so I want something a little bit more invisible.
Right. Okay.
So now I have my 2 ponytails.
Got it.
I'm going to take my bottom ponytail and stick that through the top middle.
Cool. Roma, this is really easy. You can do this. I'm watching it.
Your mom to do it for you.
Yeah, there you go.
So now I'm going to brush that up. Take this bottom ponytail that I twisted because it has a little bit of tension to it and pull that.
Oh, that is so cool.
And now I have this perfect little ponytail.
Wow. I love
It has a lot more support. So in case you're doing sports, in case you're in choir, like doing anything like that, it's just going to give you a little bit more perfection to your ponytail of it.
Can we see the front of it? Just see how it changes?
You say that? Go ahead.
Yes.
Sturdy.
It feels sturdy.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. It's so
yeah.
cool how you did that. How does it feel? It feels doesn't feel like it's moving much on your head, Roma?
No.
It looks great. That is so cool, Sarai.
Thanks.
Okay, so what's the next one we're doing?
The next one we're going to do is 2 braids and a weaving motion to it.
Okay.
So at the end, it looks like you did something very complicated to your hair.
Nice.
But it's super easy.
That's what people say about mine, for sure.
And the product I want to use with it is the control paste, the matte
tussle
paste.
texture matte paste.
Yep.
Cool. Would you at all, while you're pulling that out, your hairspray, your ponytail, I know our global educator Peter Gray, who's our world-renowned editorial hairdresser. He loves using the Pureform hairspray, and I've watched him in those exact kind of styles that you're just pulling out of Roma's hair, the ponytail, and how he, will spray and brush and spray and brush. And I know he's trying to achieve a very specific editorial finish, but could it be something that Roma or anyone who's putting that ponytail together use while they're pulling up their 2 sections just to give it
definitely extra? It just keeps on finishing, like
sure,
those,
because you can brush through it and it's not crispy and crunchy.
Correct. And it's very brushable. You're not going to get any like white dust or anything from it.
Cool.
So I'm gonna, at this point, I'm actually going to turn you so you guys can see. I'm going to grab. Wait, sorry.
I used to braid my hair when I had it quite often. Both, I would only do French braiding inside, like hidden and then revealed braids.
Gotcha.
I wasn't the kind that did, like the pigtail kind. My hair was long, but not like that. It was very layered, so I had to work with what I had. But I loved braiding my hair, and then I just wouldn't shampoo it for like 5 days.
That's the whole thing. Is that
I'm sure that wasn't the best thing, but it's all right. It's fine. I was a kid. What can I say? Yeah. I was just like Roma, stressed out, going from class to class, freaking out, trying to make my grades, although life was quite easier, a little bit different then than it is for Roma right now. So I'm feeling for her. So you put Tassel Texture matte paste on your hands. I see that.
Yes. I like to put a little bit just right on my hand.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Because as I'm braiding, I can just grab a little bit more and pull it through to kind of help with those, like, to give me more definition in my braid as I go through.
Got it.
Especially too, because we're going to be weaving hair through this. So I really need the hair to be by itself and have that control to it.
Got it. So if I was doing this on myself, I could do the same thing as have the texture paste on my hand, the matte paste on my hand as I'm pulling back my sections from my braid.
You are correct.
Got it. Okay. Just put myself in the place of Roma so she can understand she will be able to do this when she leaves today.
So as I put through, and so now when I'm braiding, I'm actually braiding it. There's so many terms. I call it inverted braid, and that a visible braid where the braid actually kind of sticks out.
Okay. So you just took that section, divided it in 3, and literally just braided it.
And just doing a single brand. Yep.
Got it. Okay, I'm with you.
And that it is important that you braid from the outside, or from the, it's going out, having that inverted braid for this.
Got it.
Otherwise, when you go to weave it, it's not going to show up as much.
Got it. How often do you have clients that come in for braids or looking for inspiration in that kind of realm?
All the time. Looking for inspiration all the time. I have a couple of guests that like, we just like to finish them with braids rather than like I'll just do like a real easy like blowout and everything. And then we'll put in some braids because they can last several days and have that time with it.
Right.
So now on the bottom of this braid, and you can do either or if you want to fasten it with an elastic, however you want. I just like to take a little bit of the matte paste and kind of twirl my fingers around since she does have that nice curl. It stays together.
Okay.
And I need a little give in this braid on top of it. I don't want it super tight.
Got it.
So I'm going to do the exact same to the other side.
Got it. Roma, do all your friends have long hair like you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to go back and show them how to style their hair now?
Yeah. This one seems easy.
This one is easy. Braiding's easy, I think.
Yeah.
Although my hands used to get really tired trying to do French braiding on top of my head because I didn't have super long length because it was layered. So you had to really get all these layered pieces in to make sure that they were tucked in. And then I'd try to be creative and like braid around the side of my head to the other side. That was a real treat. You know, I don't even know what it looked like from the back.
I can't French braid.
Yes, exactly. I did a lot of that. Does your mom ever do your hair at all? Did she? No. She's like, go do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather do it myself anyways.
Okay. I hear that. I get that. I'm fully with you. I'm with you. Sarai, I haven't seen your hair longer than this length ever, I don't think.
You are right.
I've seen it a million colors for sure.
Correct. This is probably on my longest streak.
I was gonna say, I like it.
I don't think I'm gonna get much longer though.
No, I don't think you should either.
Yeah.
You know, I push for short hair always, so.
Understand. And I'll be back there.
I know.
All right. So now that I have the 2 braids in, and it's very simple, just going down back of her head.
Okay, cool.
So now, let's see if I can do this. I'm going just to take a section, much like you were to French braid, like you're going to add in.
Yep.
And I'm going to go underneath the whole first braid.
Yep.
And then the second braid, I'm going to go over and under.
Got it.
That I got to turn around.
So if Roma's behind her head doing this, she'd pull her section. She'd go under the braid on the left.
Full braid.
And then over the whole braid.
You're going to go in between. So actually, you're going to go under. And then pull that apart and go under.
Oh, cool.
So then when it gets to that,
that's cool.
You can start to see. So then I'm going to do the opposite side over.
Got it.
And you want to make sure that that tail that you came from the one side stays out, that you're not grabbing that again. That wants to stay down as you go.
Yep. So now we go under the braid.
Under.
And then we're going into. That's cool.
And then weave that right in. And then that tail goes down.
Yep.
And I grab another section. And go under. Right in between.
And she could use the tussle textured matte paste on her fingers again, just to pull that strand as she's pulling it through.
Exactly, to help you keep more control of it.
Yep. Cool. Would you use the hairspray or is the paste better? The matte paste better?
I like a paste, especially for the braids, because it's a little bit more moldable. And that it would be totally fine at the very end to take a hairspray and maybe with my tail comb or my pencil and kind of just hit those little pieces in.
Yep. So I want to see the back of her head right now, because now you're at the back of her neck pulling in sections. So it looks like you're almost finished.
Yes. Let me pull this guy through.
And as you pull it through the sections, are you just kind of going down the braid, like wherever that section hits?
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, that's good light. Okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
And then at the very end, you can go all the way down. You can start, wherever you want. But it just gives it a little bit more detail and something super easy to it. You can also, since it is nice and loose,
she can pull it out.
Pull these apart, get a little bit more fancy with it.
Cool. I love it. How does it feel on your head, Roma?
Comfortable.
Loose,
yeah.
Yeah. Looks great. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could tie it though in the back.
Yep. So if you
you
want
want.
to, you can continue this all the way down to the braids. I'm making one big long piece and everything, rolling that up. You can leave it right at the base and making that into a ponytail. There's tons of options. It's just nice and easy than just putting like, you know, a single braid in there.
Nice. It looks great. Thank you, Sarai. I appreciate that inspiration. Thank you, Miss Roma, for helping us out today and being sick from school. I appreciate the hookie. So you can come back anytime you'd like, and we'll use your hair. Thank you, everyone, for being with us today on our Inspiring Professionals for Intelligent. We will see you next month. We'll actually be in the Halloween season, so I don't know if we're going to be doing Halloween hair per se, but we'll definitely be doing maybe some sassy hair. We'll see what happens. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Be well and have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you, Sarai.
Thank you.
Yay.
Bye.